seen drummers playing like this. Yeah. And they won't let me sit in. If you don't sit in, you don't let somebody else to sit in, you can't learn nothing from another person. After all, he's not going to take your job. He's only going to play 2-3 numbers. But this one at the Royal, is it Royal? This
yeah.
This hotel here.
The inn just there.
Royal.
Yeah, bragged so much about jazz. The drummer, they never play tempo faster than this. Listen to the jazz players.
Tell me, Benny, where did you learn to play, Benny? Where did you learn to play the drums?
When I got out of the internment camp, I studied with a drummer called Martin Torres. He's a big band drummer. He taught me to play the guitar also. I could play the guitar, but cowboy stuff. You know, even better than what they're doing. But even then, I'm not considered. I used to sing South of the Border, things like that. You know what I mean? By Gene Autry. I like the way he sit on the horse and play the guitar.
What age were you when you came out of the camp? What age about?
When I was 16.
16.
Yeah. I walk a mile for my lesson.
Right.
And the drummer, Martin Torres, in a big band. The band leader was my sister's husband. That's how he gave me the break.
I want to just know a little bit, because people won't know, which camp was it? Which internment camp was it?
Which instrument I start first?
Yeah, which internment camp did you get sent to?
Oh, that is Changi.
In
Changi. Changi.
Now, because you were in Singapore.
Of
right.
course.
And why were you in Singapore?
Because that's where I live.
That's where your family were?
Yeah, but I was,
Right.
I was born in British North Borneo.
Right.
And I went to school all the time until I was 25 years old in Singapore.
In Singapore.
Then I had a band. We went to...
Before then, when the Japanese came, what happened? You were all arrested? What happened?
Yeah, we were put in. When we got out, I studied...
Hang on a minute.
Drumming.
How many years were you in the camp, do you reckon?
Oh, 2 years.
3 years.
The last 2 years. 2 years.
And when you were in the camp, did you play music? Did you have nothing at all?
No, you're not. You got no time. You got to do your dinner, your meals. You got to plant these things. And I didn't know nothing about it. And there was an American priest, you know, and he knew all about it. So I was doing the digging with him together. We were put in different sections.
Who else from your family was in the camp? Who else there?
Everybody.
All your family?
All of them.
Because you were all British?
Yeah, except my mother. I mean, my mother was dead by then.
Was she?
Yeah.
So, did you all survive the camp? You all came out of the camp?
Yeah.
And you went back to Singapore?
I'm afraid to say the Japanese, they made it worse than what they did to us. They didn't do what a lot of people said they did.
No.
I certainly never got.
You never saw that. You never saw the worst of it.
Yeah. You have to go out, which is called fatigue, and cut wood, bring back the wood so you can cook whatever and grow food on the, on the field, things like that. And they were very strict, but in spite of that, they were still selling things like take your watch and pay you some money or what. I mean, Cowan Gate was $800 at that time. $800. Yeah. And who do you think was doing it? The Japanese sentry.
So what year did you come out of the camp? 45, 46?
No. I was 14.
What year was it? 1945? 46?
I think just before 2 years before it ended.
Oh, really?
2 years before it ended.
All right.
Then when I started with this drummer, and when he left, I became the drummer.
Right.
Because I used to sit in when he was late, or in Singapore there's no break for musicians. They half play and half come back, and then the full band play again.
So that was a regular engagement with the hotel, was it?
Oh, always. Always cabaret.
Yeah.
Cabaret means a lot of dancing girls.
Yeah.
You buy 3 tickets in a coupon. If you like the girl, you give the whole 3 tickets for one dance.
I see.
And if the girl's supposed to sit with you at the table, it costs the whole night so much money. They work on percentage.
So,
yeah.
Did you earn enough then to live on from the band, from the playing in the band?
Sorry?
Did you earn enough money to live on in the band, playing
To be in
drums?
the band?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was well paid?
My first pay, I was 18 years old, was $300 a month.
Right.
And it was fantastic for me because to play the drums and get paid, you know, I never saw so much money as that. I used to sell watches on the street with the Japanese, and I put under the tap, and he thought it was waterproof. But then I don't go to that same street again.
How many years did you work then in Singapore in the band? How many years were you there?
In the band?
Yeah.
Oh, all my life.
All your life, but
All my life I worked.
not the same band, different bands.
All different bands.
Yeah.
I got some more photographs. There's plenty of pictures with Indians, Chinese, Malays.
Okay.
That's me again. I play with so many bands, it's unbelievable. That's me again on different guitars.
Was there any... I want to take some pictures of some of these. I'll take some copies of some of these with the camera.
Yeah, whatever
But
you want.
What, these bands, were there any local Singapore bands, different style, Singapore style of music? Was it?
No.
It was all American
No,
type
American music.
British music?
Yeah, American music.
Right.
And British arrangement
Right,
from England.
right,
We get English arrangement.
Right.
We call them standard.
right.
They're not much. But we do get very heavy American.
And what sort of band, how many piece band was it? 5-piece, 6-piece band? How many?
I worked from 6-piece during the Benny Goodman days,
Right,
swing days. And then Hungarian pianist came over,
Right.
and he got a contract for Lord Mountbatten
right,
club to open.
right,
And he asked me to come to play, and I played. That was a 5-piece band. The clarinet player plays violin also, bass player. I play drums and sing, and I play 2 parts drum part. He gave me 2 drum parts
right,
because there's a violinist also
Right.
playing light classic. You see, on a Sunday, there's till 1 o'clock. We have lunch music.
Did you have a singer in the band?
Me,
No, not you, a singer, a pretty girl, a singer, or a handsome man?
Some bands have
In
singers.
your band?
No, some bands are not.
No.
But later on, I made my own band, and we went to Bangkok. That was the first band.
Right.
Second band,
What was that called? What did you call that band?
I played drums and
Yeah, what did you call it? What was the name of the band?
that's 4-piece band only. 4-piece band.
4-piece.
Then we went to Nairobi for 1.5 years.
Right.
But all my contract is return trip, hotel and food, and transport from work to the hotel.
Right.
I was stunned when I came to London, the way they teach, the way they treat it.
Just so that
musicians.
people understand, what age are you now, Benny?
Sorry?
What age are you now? If it's not a secret. What age are you now?
What age?
Yeah.
Oh, between 25.
Now, today.
Now.
Today.
Now I'm 88 years old.
88.
Yeah, last June.
Right.
June is 17.
Right.
Want to see any movement, karate movement?
No. But you're still playing whenever you can. You're still playing the drums when you can. You still play the drums whenever you get the chance.
I play the drums with anybody.
Yeah.
By the way, I was the first drummer who did all the shows in Jersey.
Right.
Because the drummers couldn't read at that time.
Right.
So I was experienced. I played at the Capitol for so long
Right.
that he hired me as a house drummer.
Right.
House drummer means if there's a show, I sit at the drum and play.
Right.
Because the drummers takes too long for the rehearsal. So I would sit there and watch the show and then do the show at night and I'm finished work.
What famous drummers have you met?
My first famous drummer was Gene Krupa. Second drummer, Buddy Rich. I don't mean he's second drummer, I mean the second drummer I heard about.
Right.
Then Louis Bellson, I wrote Louis Bellson.
Yeah.
Oh, Buddy Rich, Louis Bellson, Joe Morello.
Where did you meet them?
Buddy Rich, I didn't talk, but I went to see the
Right.
concert
All right.
3 times. You know, he started like this. I stood up on the bloody chair when he started. Yeah. He's so.
Who was the best? Who was the best drummer?
You can't really say who's the best. For example, Buddy Rich, I'll tell you what, if I listen to a record without having told which drummer, I can tell whether it's Buddy Rich, Gene Krupa, or Louis Bellson, or Shelly Manne, which is my favorite drummer. Shelly Manne, I went up to the backstage and to see.
Where did you see him? Where was he? Where was he playing?
Was that that famous place, not Croydon,
In London?
Kilburn.
In Kilburn?
Kilburn, yeah.
All right.
He played in Kilburn, yeah. Oh, it was fantastic band, with Stan Kenton band, knockout band.
Some people might be wondering how you got from Singapore to Kilburn. What happened in between? What happened after Singapore? Somehow did you live in London?
No, I got another contract, and that's what took us to London. We went to Colombo. We played 4 months there, shows and dancing, things like that. And then he, as a present, he gave us a choice. I'll buy you a ticket one way to any part of the world if you want to go. So 2 boys went back home. The rest of the 5, the band that was with me, I made 4-piece band. The girl was Eve Darton. She was a singer in Raffles Hotel. Also my girlfriend for 5 years. And she was a very good singer. I taught her to play maracas. You know, not like singers shouting.
How did you get these different jobs? Did you have a manager to look after you?
No, they come to me.
They came to you direct?
Yeah.
Right.
Or somebody gets it and he doesn't want to do it.
Right.
He knows that I'm always traveling and he passes it on to me, you know.
Right.
In those days, singers don't get paid.
Right.
So when I was singing, I had to play guitar in the big band. And then when the drummer gets off, I would go up and play the drum. So I got real good experience. That's the main thing, really. But he didn't teach me all this technique that I know now. I taught myself this. I taught the piano. I use the best. I always buy the best book.
I know you've got several children and they all play musical instruments. How many children have you got, Benny?
5 children.
5. And they all play?
Glenn plays the drums.
Yeah.
My son Jeffrey plays guitar and drums.
Right.
Elvin doesn't. He started on trumpet and he gave up.
I think Natalie plays saxophone, doesn't she, sometimes?
Sorry?
Natalie play a bit of saxophone?
No.
No?
No. I'll tell you what. When I first started, I tried saxophone, clarinet, flute, bass. None of trumpet, none of them suits me.
No.
The moment I touch the drums and the guitar, that's part of me. I don't know why.
How did you finish up in Jersey? What happened?
Well, that man gave us a choice, and we came to London, and I didn't know the rules in London. You're not supposed to go to a nightclub and offer your band. I went to the West End, and I went there, and I walked in. There were girls dancing, and he said, "Yeah, what can we do for you?" I said, "I've got a band." He said, "Oh, no, we got a band." So I said, "But we come from Singapore." When he heard that, he said, "Can I hear you? Can you come up and play tonight for a few numbers?" I said, "Sure, why not?" We went up and played. By the way, it was all Latin band.
Latin.
I was the first drummer in the band, plays mambo,
Right.
you know, Paris Prado's mambo.
What sort of year is this? What sort of year would that be?
55, I think.
55.
That's right, 55.
So it would be Edmundo Ross and bands
then I
like
was
that.
gigging around, and then I got an agent who was doing Jersey. So he offered me.
Right.
He didn't offer me the band. He offered me a job with a girl to sing. I played the drums, and he got one lousy Indian piano player from a pub, you know, and he couldn't accompany her because the keys she sing, we need a real pianist. Unfortunately, the pianist I had was he plays trumpet and and piano. He went to join another band, Ido Martin, and he was a Filipino. Filipinos are very good musicians, I must say. Yeah, things like that.
Well, all the Filipino girls seem to
Then
be
when
able
I
to
came
sing. I don't
here-
know why it is.
When I came here, like you see how I play drums, I
Right.
play drums, and I always sing Nat King Cole and Sinatra songs.
So you came here about 55, 56, about then?
No, 55.
55?
55.
And you've been here ever since, or you've been touring?
55. In 1960, I was here
Right,
when I got to know my wife.
right. And you stayed here since?
I'm
or-
not boasting, but I'll tell you what.
Go on.
Believe me, honest, across my heart, there were 7 girls that night waiting for me. I didn't know which one to take or to go to.
Was it your good looks
this-
or your drumming? What do you think it was?
She was very quiet,
Yeah,
always quiet.
right.
And you can see my predicament. I got a woman on the bandstand, and I got one on the floor. So it was quite a.
What year did you stop playing? Do you know? Did you,
I never
I know
stopped
you
playing.
stopped playing, but professionally in the clubs, when did you stop?
Never
playing?
stop playing.
Never stopped.
I never stop
No.
playing. This is all I do.
Right.
I do nothing else.
So if there's a band out there now wants a drummer, you're available.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
I've been here twice. I went for an audition. There was 4 drummers. Bang, 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 bang. And I was in the corner. I only brought a snare drum, and I was just doing this, just rolling like that. And the man who booked, he came. The pianist who came up to me. He said, "Do you read music?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "I see you got a good roll there." And the the drummers didn't know how to roll. That's why the Queen, God save the Queen, stopped playing. Because the bloody drummers don't know how to roll. So he said, "We're going to Jersey. Are you interested?" I said, "You tell me how much it is and all that. I'll have to talk to my wife. Talk to my wife. She agreed. And we came back here.
Who have you played with in Jersey? What shows did you play with here?
The little theatre, Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson.
You remember Little
Ah.
Theatre? I don't know if you do.
I remember the theatre, yeah, I remember it.
That's in Gas Lane.
Yeah, that's right. I
Used to
remember.
have.
Yeah.
I played
Did
for
you?
Ben Johnson. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and I played many others. Tam. You remember Tam?
Yeah.
I was the drummer there also.
Really? And what sort of music was that? Was that still rumba, that sort of Latin American?
Yeah, rumba,
Basically.
you know,
For dancing music, that sort of music.
dance music and floor show.
Right.
Floor show at 10 o'clock.
I was still from.
Yeah, comedian and all that. Giles, that fellow Giles,
Right.
the queer
Right.
Giles, he was a singer.
Oh, I don't
he was
know.
one of the
remember.
singers. And that other fellow who came and took the opera house,
Right.
I played for his show.
Right.
His wife, and he's got a five girls dancing.
Right.
And we were going all over the place, to Holland, to Salzburg. But I mean, that wasn't worth
Because
it.
to tour with a band and dancers, that would be a very expensive thing to do, wouldn't it?
More what?
It would be very expensive to tour with a band, with dancers, a show.
No.
No?
The price is the same.
Yes.
The price is the same as you were playing
But
in
that's
town. It's just
4
the traveling.
wages, 5 dancers' wages, 10 wages every
Yeah.
week. It's a lot of wages.
I played with some very, very good guitarists.
Did you?
Yeah, Ike Isaac. Some very good musicians. Yeah.
There's one issue we have to discuss, and
Oh,
that's
I
about
thought
the. Just one more. There's one issue we have to discuss. After the war, many years later, there was compensation paid for people who've been in the camp.
Yeah.
Now,
I was here.
for some extraordinary reason, your brother got paid. He got paid some money.
No extraordinary at all. They said I live in Jersey.
Yeah.
Jersey is responsible for me, which is not
Right.
correct.
What sort of sum of money was available? What?
10,000
10,000 paid.
each year.
Did anybody else in your family get that money? Anybody else?
My brother got.
Your brother? Anybody else? Nobody else.
No, the others, they didn't know anything.
They didn't.
They were all different places.
Right.
You know.
So he got paid, but he was living in England by then.
Same place.
Right.
Same camp.
So he went to Chengi camp, but after the war, when the compensation was paid, he was in England.
No, he was in London.
He was in London. But you
So
were in
was I.
Jersey. You were in Jersey, so you didn't get paid.
No.
They wouldn't pay you. Now, is anybody pursuing that now?
I went to every MPs here.
Yeah.
They couldn't get the money. They're not willing to argue with them. They're not willing to argue with them. You
Right.
see? I don't know. And that's it. but I couldn't care less.
Not
I
many-
get better compensation here
Right.
than that 10,000.
Right.
I don't want to live in London.
No, but if they were to pay you now, I mean, obviously it's not fair if your brother
I know
got it
it's
and you
not
didn't.
fair,
No.
but they won't pay me. They won't
They
pay
won't
me
pay you that much.
unless we get a good. We use a lawyer here, and he couldn't get it either.
Did you? You had a
It's a
lawyer.
waste of money.
Yeah.
My son paid a lawyer for
Did he?
nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once they hear it's against the, is it the bureau or something?
Right.
Bureaucratic.
Bureaucratic, right.
You sure you don't want an orange or
No,
coffee?
honestly, yeah, I'm just enjoying
Columbia
this
coffee?
thing. No, it's fine, thank you.
Right.
Okay. Let's hear you play. We'll just let you finish where you're still available for bookings. You can teach people drumming.
Yeah.
If you've got some pupils, let's hear.
No, I'm not. I haven't got any now.
You haven't got any
But
pupils.
I want to teach
You want to teach.
real people who's interested in
Right.
making themselves better,
Right.
and who shouldn't be satisfied.
Right.
From what I've heard, they should not be satisfied.
Right.
And also parents, one-parent children,
Right.
free.
Okay.
I'll teach them free
Okay.
with the parent present.
Okay.
You know, I've taught many young.
Give
young
it a bash.
friends.
Let's hear a bit of noise before your neighbours come back.
That's one way of playing Latin. Another way of playing Latin.
Thank you very much. That was lovely.